welcome to my channel, the best place to learn digital skills, marketing, and branding. My name is Nifreka Patrick, and today is another Tips Tuesday. Today, I'll be taking you on Instagram bios. Yes, it's so very important to optimize your Instagram bio. And if yours is not optimized, stay tuned because I'm going to show you 10 different points where you can use to optimize your Instagram bio. And more importantly, you can do it yourself. So let's dive right in. Okay, to optimize your Instagram bio, before I go ahead to list all the points of your Instagram bios that needs to be optimized, let me first of all tell you why this is very important. Your Instagram bio is like your CV, your resume, that tiny complimentary card that you hand over to somebody that says so much about your business, but in brief. So it is very, very important to make it optimized because it's the first impression that people get about your business. It is the first thing that someone sees about your business. So it needs to be so optimized that it gives people the incentive to go through your feed. All right, so having said that, let's start from number one, the very beginning, and that one is your username. Your username has to be something that can be remembered easily. There's no need having to coin something so long that it can't even get stuck in people's memory, because your username should also be a brand. So perhaps you've already gotten a business name before now and you're asking, how am I going to change my business name on Instagram so that it can be a memorable username? Now you don't have to change it, but just make sure that you don't complicate it further by adding all those signals or all those other signs like underscore, colon, slash. Take all of those things out as much as you can. Okay, you might say, what if the name is already taken and then that's like the only option I have? If it is the only option, you may go ahead, but if it is not, try as much as you can to avoid it. You know why this is important? Because most times word of mouth also sells your business, also advertises your handle. Most times somebody might say, oh, I saw this advert on so handle, and then here it goes, your handle cannot even be remembered. So make it as simple and as memorable as possible. All right, number two, we're going to look at profile picture. Profile picture is very important. That little circle you see there is very, very important. And now, a no habit is never ever leave it blank. No, never ever leave it blank. Just put in something. Okay, if you have a logo, that would be a good option. If your business already has a logo, put your logo there. That doesn't mean that it should always be there. There are times you might just want to take it out. Maybe you're doing a promo or something, once in a while you might just have to take it out, but let it always bounce back to your logo. Maybe if you want to take it back out for like 24 hours because you're trying to promote a particular thing, then after that, take it back. So your logo is a perfect fit for that place. Do you know why? Because it tells people that your business is serious. It makes people to take your business more seriously. Like, wow, she went ahead or he went ahead to design a logo for the business, and then it keeps the branding up such that you know that in your post you will also need to use that same logo as a watermark on most of your posts. So it helps your business to stay in memory. It helps your brand to remain in people's memory. So it's very important, if you have a logo, put it up there and try to make sure that your logo fits in there, the write-up fits in there. Okay, so it's not so tiny that people cannot see. If your logo is a complicated one that has an icon and has the write-up, you might have to put in only the icon so it fits in perfectly into that place. All right, if you don't have a logo, what do? Put up a picture. Perhaps you're a personal brand, you can put up a picture, but don't just go in there and put up a picture that is full length. It's going to be too tiny. So put up something that is a headshot so that your face can be seen, and again, it can also be memorable because you never know, a thing or two that someone might pick out of the features of your face and that just sticks. So put up a picture in there. Now you might say, okay, I don't have a picture that is worth it. Maybe I'm a cake designer, I don't have a logo yet, and I'm not that kind of person that wants to put my face up there. Okay, why don't you start with a sample of what you do? If you are a baker, for instance, you could put up different pictures of your cake, and maybe that would be more fun, exchanging it every week or every 2 weeks until your logo is ready. Okay, but no habit, never ever leave that space blank. Now you can go ahead and do a little outline on that circle, especially if you're using a personal picture. Go ahead and make an outline around that circle. It makes it more catchy, and try to make your picture headshot, like I said, on over a plain background. If it's over a plain background, it's going to come out real sharp and people can really get to see you. All right, number 3, we're going to move to the name section. Now this is very important to me. I think this is this is like the most important of it all. Honestly, it's very important, the name section, because I see a lot of people making the mistake of using the name section as a username, or repeating what they are saved as their username in the name section. These are two different sections. For the name section, you don't need to necessarily repeat your handle. You know why? Because most times people are going to need to search you out. So the number 1 rule for your name section is that it has to be SEO friendly. What do I mean by that? It has to be search engine optimization friendly. People are going to come on Instagram and get to want to search, clothes, shoes, bags, all those kind of things, business coach, business development. So your name section must carry those keywords, the keywords that are SEO friendly. That is the bottom line. It must. Okay, let's say you go ahead and just type in let's say your username is Mirabella Concept, and then on your name section you now add the Mirabella Nigeria Limited Concept. Come on, if I don't know you before, I'm not going to just go on Instagram and start typing to search for Mirabella Concept. Okay, but what does Mirabella Concept do? Mirabella Concept is into printing of billboard printing, large format printing, paper printing, and all of that. So if you put up something printing, you handle prints and videos and jingles, and that is it. So if I come to Instagram and I'm typing out jingles, video makers, printing, you are going to pop up, because Instagram is going to suggest you on my search, and I can easily click on you. So be very mindful of what you do on your name section, because it can help you to be found on Instagram. But if you just put up a name that nobody is searching for, things that nobody is even looking out for, then you will just be there and you'll be wondering, why don't I have profile visits? Because you're not searchable. So it is very important for you to bring out the keywords that are related to your business and type them in there in your name section, so that you can be searchable. That is the word for that section. We're going to move to the next one, category. Category is right under the name section. Okay, Instagram gives you a list of category you can choose from. So just make sure you take your time and find the one that is really correspondent to your niche. Okay, some of them are so detailed to your niche, so take your time and go through it and pick the one that represents your niche. Number 5, we are going to go into what I call the niche vision statement. Okay, you have a niche, quite all right. Do you have a vision for that niche? So what is the vision statement? Now, I want you to picture an instance where you go into a banking hall. When you get in there, you see their vision statement just right there in the banking hall. Why did they have to put it there? Why don't they make you come to ask them? Well, I'm just in this bank. What's the vision for this bank? They don't need you to ask them. They just put it right there and you can see it. And usually it's always like 3-4 lines, at most 5. That is the space that Instagram has provided you with to say all about you in limited characters. So you have to take out time and coin the words that represent what your niche is here to do. Why your niche, what your niche can offer, and how you can offer it. Why should I buy from you? What you have to offer, and how you're going about offering it. So present it in a simple way that it's readable and it's catchy and yet looks professional. For instance, in my own bio, I say I help entrepreneurs to increase their visibility, engagement, and patronage online. That's what I do. I help you to gain visibility online. So you just put it out there in 2 3 lines and it's done. Now I know that most people might find it difficult to rather to coin out these statements and make it a statement. Now there's another way you can go about it. You can go about the outlined approach where you say, for instance, shoe dealer, this dealer, and importer, exporter, the outline method, And if you're using the outline method, I always encourage that you have to you try to use emojis. If you find emojis that represent those things you're talking about, bring out the emojis. It makes it more beautiful, okay, and it makes it look as if you really know what you're talking about. All right, even if you don't. So just put it out that way if you prefer the outline method. But if you ask me, I think the statement method is very, very okay. It looks so professional and it's as if you are talking to the person directly than just saying 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It makes it conversational. So if you ask me, I go with the vision statement approach. Okay, now having done that, number 6, you're going to go to what I call value added details. What is that extra information you can give me about you? Fine, you can tell me you help me do this, you help me do that. Now, what is that extra information that can just further convince the person? It might just be one line of word of a statement, or just one word that makes a difference. For instance, for someone that is into goods, can just say you do free delivery nationwide. Wow, okay. Oh, you are an exporter, you import directly from the source. Just put up something. Okay, most times what can go in there can be maybe social proof. If you have a social proof, you can say, okay, I have over 100,000 followers, or I've done this, I've tutored over 1,000 persons, I've been able to influence over 1,000 persons. Whatever social proof you have from the testimonials that you have gathered so far, you can put it up there. You can also put up your authority roots. Okay, you are, maybe this is where maybe your profession can come in. You've been a consultant for 5 years, for 10 years. This kind of things build authority for people to know that you really know what you're doing in the space. So you can put up something like that, and then you can also put up your location if you want, depending, because that can narrow down that niche to a location that people know that, okay, she's in Nigeria, okay, she's where I am, I can relate. So you can put that up there. All right, that's number 6. We're going to go to the next one. Number 7, call to action is very, very important. You don't just list out all those things and tell somebody to do, and you don't tell anybody to do anything. You have to place a demand. You need to ask, what is the call to action? But the trick about putting a call to action here, don't just tell somebody DM, call, text. Try as much as you can to put in a bet, a lead magnet, a bet, especially if you have a free resource. It can be a tutorial, it can be anything that you, maybe tips you offer on your feed. You just tip it in there. Let people get to know why they should click on your link, which is the next thing we're going to talk about. The next thing, number 8, is your links. Very, very important. I know that Instagram offers us the space to put in just one link, maybe your website. But if you don't have a website, especially if you're a startup business, you have some contacts that you can make clickable on that link. Example, what I always say, the least you can do for that space, don't ever leave it blank. The least you can do for that space is put in your WhatsApp link, your WhatsApp number link. When someone clicks in there, they prefer to now chat with you one-on-one. But if you have more than one link, you can make use of Linktree or Bitly and get your other links organized add your Facebook group, your Facebook page, your WhatsApp handle, your website, your YouTube channel, whatever other links or links to your free resources or even your paid resources. So just make it organized in Linktree. Linktree offers you where you can have all your links organized, and then have one single link to put in that link space of Instagram that can link people to all other links you have on Linktree. Okay, now we proceed to number 9. You're almost there. You're almost there. Number 9 is your contact buttons. It's very, very important. I see people use the space they need to use for niche and niche vision statements. They use that space to talk about their email, their phone number, their address. No, there's a place for that. Now, if you get to your contact options when you are editing or you're doing your setting, where you have your contact options, put in your email address, put in your phone number, put in your address, your physical address there. Everything will pop up on your buttons on your bio on its own. As long as you have filled them up, it's going to show up on the bio on your contact buttons. And you know what? It's clickable. When somebody clicks on it, it takes the person to your email, where the person can now email you. Somebody clicks on the phone, it takes the person to his phone, his own phone dial log. Person can call you directly. Somebody clicks on the address, if you had pinned the location, it takes the person right there and opens it up. So I think it's a very good feature for you to explore. So take your time and fill in the contact buttons. Okay, now for the email, please, of course, we are saying all of this on the business page. Okay, if you don't already have a business page by now, switch your personal account to a business account. So as a business that you are on IG, let that email be in the name of your business. It does not take anything to have your own business name having its own email address. Your business is an entity of its own, so don't bring in your personal handle in that space. Please do as much as you can to create a special email address for your business name. For instance, you can have mirabelconcept@gmail. Okay, so if you have that, put it in there. And if you don't have that, go ahead and get one. It is not difficult at all. All right, now we move to the last one, number 10. Number 10 is your highlights and highlight covers. Okay, so if you have a logo already, this should be much easier because you can repeat your logo on the highlight covers. Okay, what you need to do is change the names. Like I always advise, try as much as you can to have at least 5 highlight covers. At least 5. You can categorize it the way you want. There are so many things you can make out of your highlight cover categories. You can make something like meet the CEO, something like reviews or testimonials, something like categorize categorize your work, if it is shoes, bags, consultancy, tutorials, tips, whatever it is you offer. Try to categorize it at least in 5 of those covers. That's the minimum, I think, for me, that can make a wholesome view. Okay, if you have like 2, 3, it looks as if something is missing somewhere. So but 5 gives that wholesome view. Now this is my bonus tip. I'm done with all the 10 points. I hope you have taken notes of them, but I just want to add one more tip, especially if you are a startup on Instagram. You have to start up with what I call your first post grid. If you're a startup, don't just bring up one post and drop it there and you run off. It is very, very tempting to do that, and then maybe in the next 2-3 days, 1 week, you've not gone back to your channel, or maybe after 1 week you bring up another post, after 1 week you bring up another post. No, if you're a startup, take your time and have at least 9 or 12 posts that you push out a day, in the first day or the first 2 days. You know why I say this? Just like I try to say with your highlight covers, it makes your view, the first click on your page, it makes it more wholesome, where you have 9 pictures fill up the grid, or with 12. It's either 9 or 12 that can fill up the grid, but 12 is very maximum, and it just starts you off. When somebody clicks on your page and sees 1 or 2 posts squatting down your feed, is like, wow, this one is just starting, nothing to offer and all of that. But if you have the first 12 filled up already, I mean, it's a wholesome view, so someone can now go ahead and want to click on the post one after the other. So having said all of this, I hope I know if you take all of this into consideration, your Instagram bio is going to be very optimized for sales, for visibility, for engagement, for patronage, because now you are already on your step to build the know, like, and trust. Okay, I would like to see what you've done with your Instagram feed out of this, or your Instagram bio out of this information today. Whatever number that you did not get right, that you know you're going to implement on, please feel free to drop that on the comment section. And if there's anything you need me to talk about more, especially on Instagram, please drop it on the comment section. And if up till now you've not subscribed to my channel, please do so. Go ahead and like this video, subscribe to my channel, and share the good news. Thank you so much for staying till now. I really appreciate it. My name once again is Ndefreka Patrick, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you.